All right, welcome back. If you're thinking of buying a home, listen up. Home buyers with a good credit score will now be paying more for a new house than those with a less than stellar credit score. The new rules were put in place this week. Brad Nickham is a mortgage expert here in Central Indiana with Nest Mortgage. He joins us now for our Unfiltered segment to explain how this all come about. Brad?
Hey, Phil. Well, these changes actually went into effect a long time ago, but they just really started hitting the news because Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac started purchasing these loans on May 1. So these real changes started when loans started to be locked back at the end of March. So we've already been dealing with the changes that are there. And there's a little bit of a misnomer about this. It's not in a situation where people with a higher credit score may be paying more for an interest rate than a person with a lower credit score. But the advantages of the higher credit score have kind of came down a little bit, and the advantages for the lower credit scores have come up. So it doesn't mean that the person with the higher credit score will necessarily have a worse interest rate.
Right. So according to HouseWire, the buyers who are taking the biggest hit, though, are the ones with a 720 to 759 FICO score with a 15 to 20% down payment, though, right?
That is correct. One of the main things they did in these changes is the top credit score used to be a 740. So anybody 740 or above was the best credit score you can have. And they actually added two more brackets, 740 to 760 and 760 to 780. So those changes of adding the new credit scores at a higher level really kind of made it harder for those people that are in that 700, 720 to 740.
So what's the goal of this, Brad?
I wish I could tell you I knew the goal. I've listened to, all of the different outlets talking about these changes, and some think it's, really to prop up and make it easier for the lower credit scores to buy a house and penalize those with higher credit scores. I don't know if that's necessarily the main goal behind it. I think it is to make the whole process a little easier for all people. And they have added some new programs inside of Home Ready and Home Possible, which are community lending programs that give you a better interest rate, not only based on credit score, but also if you make under 80% of the area median income. And that's just to help with affordability.
What are you recommending to your clients?
Stay the course, have good credit, save up to put down a big down payment, and if you can, and take advantage of every program that's out there, whether it be Home Ready or Home Possible for those people that have the lower income. And keep in mind, these changes only went into effect for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loans. It really doesn't have any effect on FHA loans, which are sometimes more geared towards that lower credit score and lower down payment borrower to help them get into a house more affordable.
I have less than a minute left, Brad. Final word?
Thanks for having me on, Phil. I appreciate it. And I'm always around to answer any mortgage questions that you have.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of them as the days and the months go forward. Brad, always good to see you. Thanks for joining us for Unfiltered, sir. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks, Phil.